There's nice. Look at this. I don't know if you can see, but a homeless person's lived up there and now has made a clothesline for themselves. So that's cool. Oh, what a day. And we haven't made it a block away from home yet. Well, it's Thanksgiving time, everybody. Time to gather around the table, fight with your families. Attack of the relatives. It's different for me because, you know, it's just my wife and I and our little dog on Thanksgiving every year because, you know, we're not from here. Our families, you know, you kind of have to pick or choose if you're going to come for Thanksgiving or Christmas. And I'm not getting out of work for the holidays, so I'm stuck here. So Thanksgiving always turns into this weird thing where it's, you know, the two of us, maybe a couple of friends that are in the same boat. So it's not really worth it to go and make the big turkey and the stuffing and the yams and all that shit. So if you're spending your holiday in a smaller group, then I suggest trying the turkey porchetta. Turkey in the style of the pig, or a stuffed turkey breast, really, if you want to split hairs. Made famous and brought to my attention by the great Mario Batali. But it's pretty much, you can get all of Thanksgiving into one big piece of meat and feed enough people if you're in a smaller group and not have, you know, you want leftovers, but you don't want to be wasteful. So here's what you're going to need. On a very special Meat and Motorcycles Thanksgiving edition, we make a turkey porchetta. You're going to need 1 turkey breast, skin on, bone in. You're going to need a white onion, fine diced. You need 2 stalks of celery, fine diced, and a carrot, fine diced. You're going to need about 5 cloves of garlic, finely diced. You're going to need about 1 pound of sweet Italian sausage. If you don't want to use pork, then use, like, you can get turkey sausage. That'll work. That'll sub. You need 1 bunch of fresh rosemary, 1 bunch of fresh thyme. Leaves removed from the stems. What the hell else are you gonna need? Salt and pepper. It ain't easy remembering all this shit on a motorcycle. About 6 feet of butcher twine and about 3 cups of cubed bread, like 1-inch cubes. Okay, so you can get like a loaf of bread and cut it into 1-inch cubes, or, and you didn't hear it from me, except you're hearing it from me right now, just go get a box of stovetop stuffing and throw the seasoning packet away and use that. If you don't want to buy a loaf of bread and cut it. If that's too much for you and you want to spend the extra money, just get the stovetop and throw out the seasoning and use the bread. It's better to use fresh bread, but I'd be lying if I say I haven't done that before. At home, not professionally. Here's what we're gonna do. Why did I get stuck behind this slow guy? Now, get a large frying pan or skillet, right? And put your sausage in there. And kind of push it around. Break it up into, so it's in little pieces. You don't want like big whole big chunks. All right? And give it a good, you know, stirring, and when it's about 3/4 of the way cooked, not all the way cooked, take it out and put it into a strainer and strain out all the grease. So put the strainer in a bowl or over the sink. Once the sausage is out, you should have some residual kind of fat in the pan. Put your carrot, celery, and onion in the pan. Stir that around. When that starts getting soft, translucent, what you're doing is it's getting sweet, you know, instead of raw oniony taste. Push it all to one side, put the garlic in. Drizzle a little bit of olive oil on top of the garlic so it browns. And just as it's turning to golden brown and toasty, stir all that stuff together. Alright? Now, take the carrots, celery, and onion and put them in a bowl. Take the sausage, put that in a bowl, and put your bread in the bowl. Okay? When it's cool enough to handle, mix it all around. Just kind of mix it with your hands. Now this is going to be your stuffing. Right? And then sprinkle on the thyme leaves and fresh rosemary. You got to chop up the rosemary a little bit, but don't over chop it because it gets black. Sprinkle on your herbs. Give it a little dusting of salt and pepper. Right? And then put it in the fridge and cool it down. It's important that you cool this shit down. You don't want to put like hot stuff inside raw meat. You're creating a science experiment that ends in freckling the bowl. Next, while your stuffing is cooling, get your turkey breast and put it skin side down. Okay? Now, if you can get your butcher or somebody that knows how to do this to do it for you, if you don't know, that's better, but it's not super hard to do, so don't freak out. Put it skin side down on the cutting board. And with your boning knife, a very sharp knife, or chef's knife, or whatever, with the sharp knife, remove the bone, the breastbone, from the breast. Right? Try not to jostle it too much, because you don't want the skin to get all messed up. Once you get that done, then you got to butterfly it. Okay? And again, you're just kind of, cutting, about an inch up, and then opening the breast up and flattening it out. Right? So cut in a little bit, kind of open it up, and then cut, a little bit of one side, and a little bit of one side, and you're just kind of opening it like a book till it's flat so that you can roll it. Okay? Now, once you've got... That's okay, I'm right here, don't worry. Once you've got your turkey breast butterflied, okay, still with the skin side down, season it with salt and pepper. And you can even sprinkle on some fennel pollen or ground fennel seed. Not a lot, just a little bit, just season it up, give it a little extra hoo-ha. Take your cooled stuffing and put that in the breast and kind of smash it down so it's all one nice big layer. Now, very carefully, roll it all back up. Roll it all up like a, you want it to be like a spiral on the inside. You should have the skin on the top of the roll. Then, using your butcher string that you've cut into like 1 foot pieces, slide the butcher string to the middle, underneath, and tie it in the middle. Then take a string, moving it to one end, tying the end, then tie the other end, and tie in between the middle string and the end strings on both sides. Alright? Good. We're almost there. Preheat your oven to 325 degrees. While the oven's heating, get yourself a cast iron skillet or a frying pan. Put a little bit of olive oil in your hand, right? And just rub your hands, get your hands olive oily. Then rub the turkey breast, right? So you don't want like excess oil. You don't want it to be all greasy. You just want to get a little bit on there. Wash your hands and then season the outside of the turkey with salt and pepper. And sear the turkey breast in the pan until it gets browned on all sides, right? Take about 5-6 minutes. Once that's done, you need to put it in an oven on a roasting rack. Okay? Like in roasting pans, get a little rack so the juices kind of drip out. And put it in there at 325 degrees. And now we're going to guess, depending on your oven, we're going to take a stab. I'm going to say go for an hour and a half. Alright? But in an hour, get an internal thermometer and check it stick it in there. After that, you're wanting to get to 145 degrees, 150 degrees. But if you can start to pull it out, 140, take it out, let it rest. It's going to get up to 150. Let it rest for about 10 minutes. Don't forget to remove the strings. It ruins Thanksgiving when you get a string. And that's it, man. Slice that turkey roll into about 1-inch medallions and have yourself a wonderful Thanksgiving. That was turkey porchetta on a very special Thanksgiving edition of Machilayo NYC. Meat and motorcycles. Gobble gobble. That's my turkey impression. Turkey time. Seriously, I can make that noise.